The best Chromebooks for students, student-proof laptops. What is the best Chromebook for students? We analyzed each Chromebook's processor, display, storage, and price to compile a list of the best student-proof laptops. A Chromebook is a wonderful option for a laptop, regardless of the level of education that your pupils are currently pursuing, whether at primary school or the beginning stages of college preparation. Students are able to maintain focus on their assignments and maintain communication with their professors and classmates by using popular programs such as Google Docs, Google Drive, and email thanks to the streamlining features of Chrome OS. Chromebooks are equipped with a plethora of security features, such as the ability to mute the microphone, close the camera shutter, and encrypt data. These features are designed to protect students from being digitally spied upon and to prevent their personal information or schoolwork from being stolen or misused. Because the Chrome OS was developed using the Linux architecture, it is very difficult for malicious software that targets Chromebooks to be created by hackers and other digital criminals. Consequently, you do not need to be concerned about viruses. Chromebooks typically retail for approximately $300, which is far less than the cost of a comparable laptop running Windows or Mac OS. This is the primary selling point for Chromebooks. This is wonderful news for parents who have smaller children and who may not be ready to make a significant investment in a high-end laptop in order for their children to write reports or participate in online programs. Before continue, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. You know I stand on setting goals, and my first goal for YouTube is 2,500 subscribers. Please subscribe to my channel, leave a comment with your name, and I will personally recognize each and every one of you in a video. So let's start. Number 5 is Dell Chromebook 3100 Education. Best budget Chromebook for students. The Dell Chromebook 3100 Education variant is capable of withstanding abuse while continuing to function normally. In addition to being tested to mil STD requirements, it can withstand freefall drops of up to 5,000 feet and micro drops of up to 30 inches on steel. Additionally, drops and knocks are less likely to cause harm thanks to its rubberized edges. I wish I could bounce back that quickly from my setbacks and missteps. It also has a keyboard that is resistant to spills and tampering, and it can withstand up to 12 ounces of liquid, which is equivalent to a full glass of milk. Don't ask me how I know this. To put it another way, it is the ideal item for a clumsy journalist or a bumptious small kid. There is a cost associated with all of that protection. The weight of the Dell 3100 is 2.85 pounds. Even while it isn't much, it's heavier than the majority of low-end Chromebooks. In spite of the fact that it is 0.82 inches tall, 12.0 inches wide, and 8.2 inches deep, your child won't have any problem transporting it. The screen is just 11.6 inches in size, but it gets the job done just fine thanks to its slightly uncommon resolution of 1366 by 768 pixels. A quality 720p webcam is mounted on the wall above the monitor. Additionally, it has 4 USB ports built right in. For a Chromebook, it is quite a lot. These come with 2 USB-C ports, and any one of them may be utilized to provide power to the device. Additionally, it is equipped with 2 USB Type-A connectors. Because it only comes with 16 GB of EMP flash storage and does not have a slot for SD or microSD cards, this feature comes in useful for adding a USB storage drive to the device. You may increase the amount of storage on the device to 32 GB for an additional cost of $20. If you're not particularly strapped for cash, there's no reason not to give it a go. Your child is welcome to utilize the space. It makes use of a 1.1 GHz dual-core Intel Celeron N4020 CPU as its central processing unit. This gives you a total of 4 GB of RAM for your apps. For a laptop running Windows, it would be asking for pain, but for a laptop running Chrome OS, it would be more than plenty. The score of 63 on the CRXBRT is not exceptional, but it is more than enough for pupils in elementary school. Last but not least, the device has a battery life of just over 14 hours, which means that your child may use it even if they forget to plug it in during the longest school days. When all is considered, the price tag of $239 makes it quite difficult to compete with. Number 4 is Samsung Chromebook Plus V2. Best Samsung Chromebook for students. Students that are always on the go might benefit greatly from using the Samsung Chromebook Plus V2. You are not only provided with Wi-Fi access, but you are also provided with LTE cellular data so that you may remain connected to the internet even when you do not have a wireless connection. When you are away from home or in school, you may easily send emails to your instructors or hand in homework using this convenient method. The convertible 2-in-1 design enables you to enjoy the advantages of both tablets and laptops, and the inclusion of a pen makes it easy to jot down notes. Because of its tiny design, it is simple to stow away in a backpack, and its weight of just more than 3 pounds makes it light enough to be carried about for the whole of the day. It only has 32 gigabytes of storage on board, but you can conserve space by drafting and storing papers directly in Google Docs, Sheets, and Drive by working directly with the Google suite of applications. Because a full charge of the battery allows you to use the device for up to 8 hours, you should consider bringing the charging cord with you if you have any evening courses or study groups after school. Number 3 is Lenovo Flex 5i. Best Value Chromebook. The Lenovo Flex 5i is a laptop that proves Chromebooks can be powerful. It's built around an Intel Core i3-1115G4 CPU, giving you up to 4.1 GHz of processing power, which is more than enough to tackle classwork and video calls with teachers. It has 64 GB of storage, giving you plenty of space for documents, photos, and files you need to complete coursework, but if you do run out of space, you can back up or save to Google Drive to free up room locally. The 13.3-inch screen produces great 1080p HD resolution for video classes, educational videos, and creating slideshows. It also supports touch inputs, and the 2-in-1 form factor lets you streamline your workflow by eliminating the need for a separate tablet. With Wi-Fi 6 compatibility, you'll get blazing fast wireless internet speeds, and Bluetooth 5.1 lets you connect wireless peripherals like headsets and mice. The battery gives you up to 10 hours of use on a full charge, meaning you can go a whole day of class without needing to plug in. But when you do need to top up your new laptop, USB-C charging lets you charge up fast. Number 2 is Asus Chromebook Flip C434. Best 2-in-1 Chromebook for students. If you want both a tablet and laptop, get a 2-in-1 like the Asus Chromebook Flip C434. This Chromebook comes in several configurations, but I checked out the lower-end model. This came with a dual-core Intel Core M3 8100Y processor, 4 GB of RAM, and 64 GB of EMP storage. Despite its rather low-end hardware, it has a decent CRXPRT benchmark score of 75. With its matte silver aluminum finish and chrome trim, it's also a very handsome machine. When you turn it on to work with its 14-inch screen, you'll be pleased by its sharp, vivid display. I certainly was. I'm not a big fan of touchscreens on laptops, but this one wasn't just a pretty face. It was easy to work with, and, for once, I found myself often using it. Normally, I stopped bothering with touchscreens. I found both the keyboard play and touchpad feel to be decent, but nothing to write home about. At 6 by 8 by 0.6 inches and 3.1 pounds, the Flip 434 is a bit heavier than most 2-in-1 designs, but I doubt most people will notice the difference. For ports, it comes with a USB 3.1 Type A port, a USB-C port, a headphone jack on the left, and another second USB-C port and a microSD card on the right. You can use both types of C to power the machine. With its Li-ion 48W/H battery, this Asus model came in with an honest 10 hours of battery life. I'd give this one to my honor roll junior high or older student. Number 1 is Google Pixelbook Go. Best Chromebook for students overall. While Google's most recent Chromebooks, the Pixelbook Go series, are no longer the fastest Chromebooks around, that title now goes to the Dell Latitude 5300 Chromebook. The Google Pixelbook Go is more than fast enough for most students. With its low wattage 1.3 GHz Core i5-8200Y processor, it came in with a decent score of 83 on Principled Technologies CRXPRT2 Chromebook benchmark. The body of the black Pixelbook Go has a magnesium alloy lid with an underside base featuring a ribbed easy-to-grip design. This makes this Pixelbook hard to drop. Speaking as someone who busted a laptop or two due to falls, this is a good thing. At 2.3 pounds and 12.2 by 8.1 by 0.5 inches, it's also very light. The model I tested came with 16 GB of RAM, a 128GB SSD, and a 13.3-inch 1920 by 1080p touch display. To power the display, it uses Intel UHD 615 graphics. The Corning glass screen is very nice. With the 615 powering it, it's bright and renders colors much better than its rivals. This is the one Chromebook I looked at that I'd enjoy watching a movie on. The Pixelbook Go's 1080p webcam is also superior. I'd have no qualms about Zooming with teachers and classmates with this setup. The keyboard, on the other hand, doesn't have a lot of travel. I could work on it, but I'd prefer pounding on the keys of one of the other models. The touchpad, though, worked just fine for me. The ports, or rather the lack thereof, are annoying. All you get is a single USB Type-C port and headphone jack on the left and another USB-C port on the right, that's it. To charge up your Pixelbook Go, you'll need to use one of those USB-C ports, so anytime you're charging, you're down to just one available port. Still, when it comes to battery life, the Go's a champ. With a 4-cell, 47Wh battery, it delivered 11.5 hours of useful life. This beat the others easily. That's not just a benchmark result. Back when I was still flying to Europe on business before the pandemic, I could work from Atlanta to Barcelona without a charge. So, for me, the Go is the ideal do-everything Chromebook. Fast enough to be useful, great screen, and it just keeps going and going and going. The Pixelbook Go model I looked at isn't cheap at $999, but if you need a great Chromebook that can last through an all-night, so, I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to like, left your valuable comment, subscribe to the AA Scripts channel, and press the bell icon to never miss an update from us.